Hi my darlings. So today I'm gonna do a Diwali makeup tutorial, and I had put up a poll on my Instagram page whether you wanted to see me do blue or purple for the makeup, and I got blue as the best voted. So we're gonna go for blue, and I already have my suit on. I have my jewelry on. I'm all prepped up. I washed my face and yeah, pretty much cleaned up. Now I'm just gonna start off with the makeup tutorial, so let's go ahead. So I'm gonna start off with my Flawless Skin Fluid. This is one of the ones I used in my first video. It's by Dr. D. Squab. I don't know how to say that name, but yeah. So I'm gonna continue with this one because I still feel like it's a really nice corrector for my face as to start off with my makeup, and it just brings a lot of like shine to my face. Okay, so now you can already see that my skin is like pretty much glowing, and obviously if you know me, I love to start off with my eyes first because I believe that all that pigment on your eyes, especially when you're working really heavy, it tends to fall on your face. So I wouldn't do my makeup, like my full face, before I do my eyes. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty foundation, but I'm just gonna take like maybe 2.5 or 1.5 pump, and I'm gonna press it down just like that on my brush, and the sponge, and blend it out. But there's no point of doing that because you're actually putting this on because you want to not let your eyeshadow like move around too much. You know, you want it to stay all night pretty much. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I like to go till the top so that I don't have to work too much on reapplying every time I want to go higher with my eyeshadow, you know, because I really like using this. It really keeps my eyeshadow intact till the end. And ladies, to be honest, it just works best. Okay, if you don't want to use what I'm using, the Fenty Beauty concealer, you can always use a primer or, you know, any other type of concealer that suits you, and just it should be a cream base on your eyes that allows you to keep that eyeshadow intact. Basically, that's what I do. Really follow it, and I'll go a little bit more on my lids just because I know there's more pigment and more of a brighter tone that I'm looking for in this makeup video for my lids. I am gonna go dark on my eyes a little bit because I want my blue eyeliner and everything to come in the bottom. So we're not gonna do a crazy look on the eyes. I'm just gonna start off with these two shades from my Dosh palette, and the first one is gonna be this shade, and that shade is called Skylar. And then the second one that we're gonna use is gonna be this one. It's like a darker brown of the Skylar, which is Camille. Camille? Am I saying that right? Okay, it's Camille. We're gonna do like, it's like a brown tone more, and just to set a little bit of this that I worked on, I'm going to add this right here. Don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm going to use that. It's like a very similar tone to the concealer that I put on. I'm just going to powder up so everything doesn't like smudge around, and I think that color is called the Jacqueline, it says. Okay, so I'm just gonna really quickly take my big brush which is this one right here. And I'm gonna just take the Jacqueline, which is that lighter tone that I showed you guys earlier, and I'm gonna just take that one. I'm gonna start off with the lighter tone, which was this one right here, and we're gonna start off with that tone, and I'm gonna put it all over my eyelid, basically. And just gonna go all over my eyelid with that. As you see, like I told you, I'm not gonna go all crazy on my eyes on top because I am adding a lot of color on the bottom. So I'm gonna keep it very, very delicate and light. You know, I don't wanna go too heavy with this makeup look either. And we're gonna do the same to the other side. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pick my smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna take that darker tone that we were talking about, this one right here, and I'm going to quickly just apply that on my lid, like directly on my lid, because I want my lid to be dark. And so I'm gonna take that color real quick and just place it on my eyelids. And because you do that darker shade on your lid, I would not suggest, but it's on you. It just makes it a little bit too heavy. But, well, I'm not going for that look, so it just makes it too heavy. It's a little bit warm in here. Now I think I'm gonna do my top eyeliner real quick. So I'm gonna do like a slight of a wing, but not too crazy. I'm just gonna all right, so we're gonna move on to the under of my eyes, and I'm gonna do like a very thick blue undertone on my eyes. So I'm gonna start off with my YSL eyeliner. It's called Lady Doll. It looks something like this. It's like a neutral teal tone. It's blue and teal, a little bit of teal in that, I guess. I'm basically gonna apply that on the under of my eye, just like right below, not on my waterline. And then I'm gonna highlight it with a little bit more other stuff. So I'm gonna work on that. See this? angle brush, a thin one, just like that, just my Tarte palette. And I'm going to go into this palette real quick and pick out the blue color that I have right here. Okay, just going to pick that color up, and I'm going to place it right under there with the eyeliner. And basically that's what it looks like. I'm gonna add on to my waterline this little blue eyeliner that I have. You can use any blue eyeliner you like. It's not a must if you use the same that I have. So I'm just gonna go with this on my waterline real quick. You can go a little bit outside if I want to, but I think that's enough. And then, as I told you, I want to work heavier on the top as well if I think the bottom is a bit too much. And I feel like my bottom is heavy for my kind of eyes because I have like really tiny eyes. So I'm gonna pick. There we go. Okay, so I have that going on right now. If you can see, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back, and then we'll go ahead from there. Okay, so I'm back and I've done both my eyes. It's called Boing. It's by Benefit. I love Benefit products, by the way. They're so nice. Yeah, I got this. I'll put the link for this as well in the description below. And I'm just gonna take my little spongy and I'm gonna take this. Normally I would apply this with my finger, but I think because of what I've done with my eyes, I do need to use my sponge and be very careful so I don't mess this up. So I'm just going to take this with a sponge. And then we're going to take my all-time favorite NARS tinted moisturizer. I love this thing. I've loved it for the longest time that I've had it. And I'm quickly just going to put on some of that on my sponge. And I'm just I'm using the Tre stick. That's the one. It's the little stick that looks like a pencil or a crayon. And it's in the shade Coffee, Candle Coffee. That's what it says. And I'm just gonna take this, and so I'm gonna do that because it warms up the little contour sticks every time it's in a crayon form. I would love to start off like that, so I just put it up there, and then I rub it into my brush. It melts away and heats the crayon up instead of putting it directly on the face. Highlighter right here. This is by Cargo HD. It looks like that. It's a bronze highlighter, so that's the shade it came in. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just and so I did that, and we're gonna just add a little bit of a blush. I'm using this blush. It's almost dying, and I'm very, very unhappy because I don't know if I can find the shade anymore. It's Lovejoy by MAC. I am in love with this tone. Sometimes I try not to use this too much because I'm like, I don't know if it's available. Should I save it? But obviously I gotta make use of all my makeup products, so it's almost done. It's upsetting me. Anyway, just put a little smile on. I'm just gonna add that. Just like that. Sit in place, especially under eye. So I'm just gonna take my powder and set my under eye real quick. My chin area. On my forehead. This is another Tristic, and it's basically like this. It's especially for my eyebrows. And I'll just grab this and try. So yeah, that's basically how I would do my eyebrows. They're not the greatest. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I don't really like to work with my eyebrows that much because they're really thick. So when I like overdo them, my face looks really funny. Anyway, so I think we're almost there. I'm just gonna give myself a quick spritz of my cooler and just to set all that makeup up. So you guys might be wondering why I use this one. If you've done research on this, or if you have this product at home and you use it for a different purpose, I use this because it has SPF, and it's normally used when you're going swimming or you're going to be, around water. And I feel like it's really, really helpful because it has SPF 30 right there. And for the sun and the weather I'm going through right now, I think that is the best thing I should have in my makeup collection right now. So that's basically where we are gonna stop, I guess. The lipstick that I'm using is by Elf again, because you guys saw me use an Elf in my last video. I'm in love with the products of Elf. Their pricing is amazing. Everything about their products is amazing so far. I don't have any complaints. But I'm using this one. It's a liquid matte lipstick. It's in the shade hairline. I'm gonna grab my little highlighter again and the little brush that I used and just highlight there. And we have some highlighting to do on the sides. Okay, I think we're all done. This is pretty much the end. If you just took off, and with my hair typically I don't do anything that much anymore because it's really short, but if I do want to play around with it, I either just put this side at the back and let this side hang out, which doesn't look bad. It makes me look, you know, a little bit classy. But if you do want to change it up, I would suggest, I'm just going to do a quick one right now for all of you. Just take a middle parting right there, and then I would just middle part it and put these behind my ears and just bring the back hair in the front while you have the other hair, you know, sitting in the back. So either this or you can do the other style. I just personally like the side one because it suits my face better. So just do that and then just pull this hair at the back, just like that. Okay, that's pretty much it. I just want to add one more thing. Now this is optional for anyone who does not like bindis, or if you like bindis. I'm gonna add my bindi on because I've always learned to wear one and I love wearing one. It just adds a little bit of accessory to my face, and I'm just gonna add it right there, just like that. And that's gonna be my Diwali makeup look, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. If you have anything you want to know about this video or the products that I used, I will leave it in the description below. But if there's any other comments you want to put up, go ahead and I will answer to your comments. I love you guys. Have a great Diwali and eat lots and lots of sweets. Happy Diwali to everybody.